Hello everyone and welcome to Miss Creative 47 YouTube channel. I'm getting ready to show you how you can make your own box using your shape tool and your point editing tool. And you're going to, if your page is white, you're going to go to your page setup here, go to your grid, and you're going to check show grid. And you're going to show guides, and you're going to snap to guides, and you're going to click on crossbar. You want to click on the crossbar because if you can see, you see the cross lines going across each other. That's what you want. It's going to help you when you get ready to put your perforated lines in. So I also use the spacing of my squares because the squares is going to be my guideline for making my box, and I need these square boxes in order to get a perfectly square box. So you want to space it to about 3.000. The division is actually how many squares you want inside the box. Now I'm going to adjust this as well because that will be for my tabs that I'm going to use to put on my boxes. So I'm going to just look at it as I go and see what that be. Okay, and I think I will leave it at that, and this will be my box right here. Okay, so now I'm getting ready. I can just go ahead and get rid of that, and now I can go over here to my shape tool, and I will click on this square box here, hold my shift key down on my keyboard, and then I will hold my left button down on my mouse, line this up right here, and you can see that the crosshair right here is lining up right there with it, and you want to make sure that that plus sign is right there on the edge, and you want to hold that shift key down and hold your left button down on your mouse and drag it in that box, making sure that you get right on that box. Let your left button on your mouse go, then release your shift. Go back and get my move tool. I'm going to go ahead and change this box to a color. So I can either change it from here or I can change it up here. So it doesn't matter. It depends on what edition you have. I have the business edition, but you can do this in the designer edition. Now, the point editing, I don't think you can do it in the basic, but I haven't tried it in basic before, but you can try it if you have this right here. You should be able to do it as well. So I'm going to change the box to let me see, I'll go ahead and change it to pink, and the outline is red, but it doesn't matter because it's not going to print out that way or anything like that. So I'm going to get rid of this. Now what I'm going to do, if you're on your computer, you're going to hold Control or Alt. On the Mac, you're going to hold Option, and you notice how this changed. Now, if you don't have this on your computer or your laptop, because this is actually a Mac, so my control is Command. But if you want to make a copy, you can just go click on here, go to Object, Replicate, and you can say mirror to the left or mirror to the right. So if you mirror to the left, it's just going to put one right there. You click on this one and you go to Object, Replicate, Mirror, Replicate, and Mirror to the right, and it will put that on. And this is how you would do it if you don't have the Control Shift key that asking me for to do on my Mac. I don't remember what it is, if it's a Control or is it the Alt key that would change it. But if you don't have that, and this is actually quicker too, so you can do it this way. So I will click on that because I need one for the top. So I would click Object, Replicate, Mirror above, and then I need two down this way. So I would Object, Replicate, Mirror below, and Object, Mirror below. And see, that way it all lines up together for your box. So now I'm getting ready to explain what the box is. The box could be any size that you want. When you shrink it down, it's going to be a small box. But if you wanted a box that's bigger, like a 6x6, then you will have to piece those together. And I will be doing another video for that particular box. But this one is going to be just a regular box. So a smaller box. So I'm going to just bring it down some because I want it on the lines. Let me bring it in because I might have to go back some. Let me go back. Okay, and see where that's at. Let me zoom in for you. Okay, so now what we need to do, this is the top of the box. This is the one that's the top of the box. This is the back of the box. This is the bottom of the box, and this is the front of the box, and this is the sides. These are the two sides of the box. So you know the two sides need one a tab here, 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 and here, and then you need a tab to go on these two right here. So let's get started. So we get ready to go and make another box, and what we're going to do, we're going to start with the first one. And actually I'm going to bring this down some so I can go ahead and get these together, and I'm gonna put that here. Yep, I could put that there. Okay, and let me see, I want to make sure I have everything up against these lines right here. Okay, so that's fine. Okay, so that would help out a great deal. Okay. All right, so now we get ready to make the flaps. So first I'm getting ready to go ahead and group all this together. I'm getting ready to go ahead and group. Actually, I want a whale so it can become as one. Now, if you notice that this line here and here and here did not whale, only because it's not touching like it should. So I'm going to go back, and I'm glad it did it like that so I can show you. I need to go back again. Okay, so I need, so it could be close enough to touch where you can weld all this together. And what you want to do is just click on it and tap it in position. Now I will tap this down, and then we will try it again and group it all together like that and go do weld. Okay, all of them went okay except for this one. And all I have to do is click on that and bring that up, and it should weld. Okay, so now you have your box right here. Now I know you like, okay, now I don't know where everything goes because now the box is all together, but we will get that part done in a minute. So I'm gonna bring this down to about right here. Okay, so now we get ready to make the tabs for it. So I'm going to go ahead and click and make a box. You don't have to hold the shift key down for this one. I'm gonna get my move tool. I'm going to take this up a little bit. Actually, I don't want this to be too much. And I want to bring it down some, just a touch, because I want to make sure when I get ready to weld that it will be able to weld. So, all right. So now what I want to do, if I want to have that angle coming over this way like that, I want to double click on it, and my point editing, this thing right here, pops up on this side. All you have to do is click on it and it becomes white. And what I will do is I will take my right arrow, and I'll start tapping to how far I want it to come down, and I will tap it right back straight. So now I'm gonna count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I will do the same thing for this side, but with the left arrow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let it go, and now I have my tab. And I will do this for the rest of the ones that I need to do. So I will hold my Option key down on this one, and it lets me make a copy, and I'll drag it here. I already got the size that I want. I just need to make copies, and I'm holding that Option key down, making sure that I have all of it. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. I meant to go over here to bring that up. Now what I'm going to do now, I'm going to hold my Shift key. Now I took my hand off the Option key, hold my Shift key down, and I grab all these two together. And what I'm going to do is hold my Option key down, and it's going to grab both of them together like this. And I'm going to put it right here on that corner. And what I'm going to do is go up to, let me see, which one is it? It's one of these. I think it's the rotate. It might be this one. No, where is it? This one, I think. Rotate, yes, this is rotate. So I want to rotate this 180 degrees. That means I want it flipped. And all I just have to do is just bring it down and put it in place. Now I can zoom in and adjust some of it where it needs to be adjusted. And you don't want this to be all the way down here. You just want it barely touching, so when you get ready to weld, it weld perfectly. Okay, so we got those. So now we have to do these two here. So what I'm getting ready to do is click here, hold my Shift key down, click there, hold my Option key to grab both of them together, and put them on the edge right there. Okay. I'm going to hold my Shift key down, and I want to flip it that way. I must have let that go for some reason in this one. Supposed to be flipped the other way, so let me just do it and do it. This one came out right. Okay, so we're going to put this one there, and we're going to put this one there. Okay, and we're going to tap it down just once because you want to make sure that it's in there where it touches. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and change the colors. So we're going to click, hold our left, hold our Shift key down, and click all those tabs. And we're going to go ahead over here and change the color. Okay, now I can see that it's touching. All of them is touching except for this one right here because I see a white part right there. So I can go ahead and bring that down some. And see, I noticed this edge, this is not all the way on the edge. And this is where you can do your cleanup. This one could come back this way a little bit. Okay, so now I'm getting ready to go ahead and group these because I don't want them to move. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and weld. And see, this one didn't do what I wanted to do because I don't know why, but maybe because it's not touching all the way. So let's do that now. Weld. Okay, so now you have your box. So now we get ready to put the perforated lines in it. And I'm going to go up here to my line tool. And you can see when I put my arrow, it says line tools. I'm going to click on that. I'm going to go up to here, the type of line I want. I want the perforated lines. You have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different perforated lines. Always choose the one that has almost the widest in the middle, because if you do the lines too tight, it don't have enough room to bend, space to bend, and then it might tear. So you want it wide enough. This is a little bit too wide, and this still a little bit too close. Let me see what I have here. You could do something like this, but I usually pick the third one. So what I'm going to do is hold my shift button down, use this crosshair, these lines going up and down and across, and I'm going to use those to line me up while holding the shift key down. And I'm just going to go across. And you see your points from side to side, so you know where your um, cross um, bar need to go. And then I went across there, and I'm going to go and hold my shift key down and go across here. And actually, I think that one is about right there. Yeah, I think something here went wrong, but I think that's perfect right there. Okay. And you know, this is a trial and error. As you keep doing it, you get better at it. And so we know another one is again right here. And you got this one. And I just keep holding my shift key down when I lift up off of my left mouse button, and then I let it go. Then I have here, and this, I think this is the last one here. I'm trying to get that crosshair on, and I'm going to get my move tool again. I'm going to check and make sure I got everything, and now I can go ahead and group all, group all this together, not whale, group. So we're not going to do the whale, we're just going to do the group so that those perforated lines will not move. So this is the time where you can shrink it down and make it the size that you want. And this is not a print and cut, this is just a cut, so you don't have to worry about putting your registration marks on. So you go up to send, and you can see where it's going to cut the outline of your box, and it's going to cut the perforated lines of your box. And that's it. That's how you make your box. Now, the next time I will show you how to make your box a little bit bigger, and you can add a little window to it so you can see what's inside the box. So I hope this helped. Until next time, I'll see you in my next video. Have a good night. Bye.